4 minutes late. Story of my life. I'm gonna start going live. I'm gonna try to go every single day, 4 p.m. Eastern, which is 1 o'clock, yeah, Phoenix-ish time, even though that always changes. I got a request to go over one of the shorts that I put up. I think it was today. Whatever, but the point is toccata and fugue in D minor, which is using pedal point, meaning you come back to the same note every single time. It's from a J.S. Bach piece. Everyone knows it from Dracula, used it a ton, like, oof. But the part that I was using is the key there is coming up to the A and always hitting that in between each note. So we start there, hit another note, come back to it, and so on. So the notes we're going to play is going to be, let me see if I can, it's hard to slow it down, so give me a minute. All right, so we're going to go 12. These are just the notes in no particular order. 12 on the A, 14, 11, 12, 14, 11, 12, 9, 10, 12, 14. So if you get those notes, and the only thing we're doing is alternating the sequence of that, always coming back to that A, the octave right there. So to start, that's the first phrase we could learn. So 14, 12, 14, 11, 14, 10, 14, 12, 14, 11, 14, 12. And then back up. So jeez. Right? So, and you don't have to play it that fast. Sorry, I keep fucking this up as I talk. You can play it slower. And that part, you don't have to keep your pinky glued onto that 14th fret. As long as it plays it and comes back to it, it doesn't have to stay there the whole time. We're not strumming out chords, especially because we're on the same string. So you could micro shift it down. So that kind of feel to it. So it doesn't matter how big your hand is, how your finger length, all that other shit, it's irrelevant. As long as you can play an octave, which I think everyone can do that, that would be the biggest stretch. 11 on the D and 14 on the G. Now the next part. So we're going from 12, 14, 14, 14, 11, 14, 12, and then to here, 9, yeah, 14, 10. And that's the whole thing. So it's to it. What I do there also when I play the octave, it's index finger and ring finger. Wait, what is the name of the composition? Oh yeah, it's toccata and fugue in D minor. This will stay on also by J.S. Bach. It's the Dracula thing, though. So that's at the beginning of this as well. But yeah, it's from Bach. So when you come here with that octave to 14, I use my middle finger. It's just so much easier as opposed to trying to bar that. It's just right there. It's like, take my strong hand. You're all jacked up. And And then this is kind of a stretch. Index with your ring. But you're so high up on the register, it's nothing too crazy. It's no different than going here, playing a power chord. Just the intervals are different. So you could mess with it that way and find out. That's by playing it slow, you'll figure out where your hands should go, your fingers should go. The key is to getting those notes. Getting that memorized. No other way to say it. Just getting that memorized. Those are the only notes we're playing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 8 notes. And it's just the order of it. And that order is always coming back to that note in between. So once you hit one note, you already know where you're going. So half the work is done for you, mentally at least. You just have to play it. If I can play it. It's hard to slow these down and do surgery without fucking up. And then the right hand, what I do there is index and middle alternate, one per string. And I use my middle because it's a longer finger, so it's easier to get up to the higher strings, meaning G. So you can take that as a lesson too, or just an exercise, I should say. Any tips on picking hand and kind of struggle between keeping your fingers stuck on the strings with going off? Yeah, what I do there is I anchor. Since I'm coming up here, I keep my thumb plugged in on the A string, and then I slide it down here. I naturally move my thumb. So what I do there is, with the index and middle, practice this over and over again if you're having trouble with your plucking hand. 12, hitting your index on your plucking, middle, right there, plucking. So you can just do that over and over again. And now go from 12 to 13, 12 to 11. And you can build up speed, but at first, pluck using less flesh and watch the angle you pluck the string from. Also, nose grease can help. Nose grease, it definitely helps. Or if you're really playing hard, blood helps too, but I don't advise that for anybody. You should probably stop playing, especially if you're just practicing. Stage, different story. But yeah, that's what I would practice if you're having trouble with your plucking hand, getting that rhythm going, and just play it slow. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So that's a mantra. Yeah, I keep using my palm sweat. Yeah, just the good old that one. I was at a show once at a friend of mine. This was a long time ago. I was in the front row. I'll throw his name out there. Joe Regasta at a patent pending show on Long Island. He had a sweaty palm and he just face washed me right in front. I'll never forget it. It's disgusting. Don't advise doing it, but it's like a fucking PTSD. Every time I hear or read palm sweat, I think of Joe's gross hand going down my face. Maybe that's why. Yeah. Anyway, ridiculous. But that's the idea for that. And I have other. I'll put in the description of this video where you could look, because I did a lesson on this really early on. I only started this channel in October of 2023. And I didn't even have a microphone, and I was awkward and stiff. I'm still awkward, just not as much, maybe. Which is saying a lot, because this is fucking awkward. But I wasn't even talking in those videos. So go back and see where the hands are going. And again, this video will stay up forever, so for better or worse. But the other thing you could do is, once you have that kind of thing down, you could write your own stuff out of it. That's where inspiration is not copying. So if you like those, we could come up with something right now, like I went down here instead, but you could use that. Come up with anything. That's where noodling around is cool and all that. Sounds like Black Sabbath. Love Sabbath, so of course it sounds like Sabbath. It's the first concert I ever went to was Black Sabbath. Deftones, Pantera, Black Sabbath. In that order of one concert, the reunion tour. Because I'm 37. And that was in 99. But Sabbath would use, what kind of pedaling? It's not so much pedaling with Sabbath, but it's just a minor scale. The first 6 notes of a minor scale. 3, 5, 6, 3, 5, 6. 3, 3, 3, 6, 3, 5, 6. 3, 5. Well, I hate saying it out loud. I'll slow it down. And that'll get your hand moving too. And if you want to play the octaves, you can always. And I always recommend moving things around. The toccata and fugue you could move around too if you really want to stretch your hand out. Start on 9. Take that same pattern. Then you can go from there. The second part to that is. That's hard from. I was before trying to playing with one finger. It's not as easy as you think it is because you have to remember what the fuck you're playing. So I'll do another video of that because I have to actually practice that one. I don't want to give you the wrong stuff on here. But that's the next progression. It's way too much going on for me to talk and do it. I'm not that fucking good. So that's the main idea with the pedaling. And then to make it your own, and then my favorite line. Like I came up with something right out of that. So what I came up with this a while ago, strictly from playing this. I started going. Pedaling down with the D every time instead of the A on 12 because I'm going 12 open 12. Those are the notes, and in between I keep hitting 12 on the D string. So I actually wrote that on guitar. It sounds heavy as fuck when you drop D because it's. The guitar's all the way over there. I don't want to grab it because everyone always runs away when I grab a guitar for it. But the riff is really heavy. If you write it on bass and it sounds heavy when you actually make a song out of it, it's gonna be pretty fucking. Yeah, you'll be all right, especially if it's clean. And then you could go from there. And so let me see if I remember the whole thing that I was coming up with is. That's more advanced shit, but I didn't just come up with that. I was just sitting there. And then what would be good? Extending the range. And that's another one. If you play something, keep repeating it. I know I get, if you've watched these videos, which you clearly are, 3 of you at least right now, you'll know I have ADD like crazy. So when I start repeating something, it gets in my DNA, it changes. So if I go, right, that could just be a simple lick. But if I keep repeating it, out, so I'm not slowing down my playing. Just hold it out. As we get to whole Figaro, 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 all that shit. Sound massively intelligent. But yeah, that's really all I have for pedaling. I'm gonna start going live every single day at this time. I don't know how long I could do it for. It's already been 15 something minutes, so that's pretty good. So I'll probably cut it off now. Leave in the comments too any recommendations, anything you're having trouble with. I want to go over in the live videos because I have the time to do it and I can talk to you in real time as well. So that's the goal. If I don't hit every day, I'm sorry, but there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do it during the week. So 1 o'clock Phoenix time. Our time never changes. We don't even gain or lose hours because the sun is always out. Us in Hawaii. History, right? Or whatever. Is that a history lesson? I don't know. Moved here 2 years ago. I was blown away when I found that out. But whatever that means for you. So for now, that would be 4 o'clock Eastern. And I'll stick to 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time because for some reason, everyone across the globe, I guess, knows that one. And I'm from New York, so a little biased to it. But yeah, that's all I got. Any questions, leave it in the comments. You guys are absolutely awesome. Subscribers have been going through the roof. It's blows my mind. I can't thank you guys enough for it. And yeah, that's it. So I will see you guys at the very least, or well, you'll see me tomorrow, or you'll see me more if you keep going through all this nonsense I have up here, and I never, ever, ever know how to turn this off. So again, a million thank yous. I will see you guys later, and I look forward to talking to you in the comments. Bye.